Hello everyone, welcome back again. I'm Nick, I'm the Fleet Maintenance Manager here at MC Rentals. We're looking at tyres and wheel changes and all things concerned with that today. So with that in mind, we've got some fellas from one of our main tyre partners. We're just going to look at what they're doing and I will explain the process. So these guys have just replaced a tyre. That could be obviously for a multiple of reasons. It might either be worn out or it might have had a puncture. So these guys are now replacing this wheel. That will then be torqued up using their pneumatic tool that's connected to the van. They will torque those nuts up to approximately 670 Newton meters, make sure the tyre is inflated to the correct pressures, etc. What will then happen, it's not just left there, it's important that half an hour will go by, and to do a double check, they will re-torque to make sure they're up to that same 670, and then a torque tag will be placed on the vehicle. Then the vehicle can go on its merry way. So these nuts have now been put on to hand tightness, and they'll now be tightened up. So that's a pneumatic tool that's linked to the van. We'll be going around in a star pattern to ensure that the tightness is even. One of the other technicians will now come with a manual torque wrench, which will have the gauge on it, and then he will know that it's tightened up to the right torque, basically. That wrench is set so that once the right tightness is reached, the handle will then slightly brake, and then that tells him that that's at the right tightness. You'll see that handle moving as he reaches the tightness. Checking and double checking each nut to make sure that none have been missed. If any of them are missed, they will be caught at the second retorque, which will take place in approximately 30 minutes from now, which allows for any change of temperatures or any movement that the vehicle might have had. That's one of the purposes of the retorque. So if there's been any changes in ambient temperature or anything like that, with metal expanding and contracting, but also just as importantly, just in case there was anything missed on the first time round, we can be double sure that they're correct tightness and the vehicle is safe. So 30 minutes ago, the technicians put the wheel on and they torqued the vehicle up to the correct 670 Newton meters. Simon is now back. He's going to recheck the torque. I'm pretty sure he won't have missed any anyway, but that will just make sure that they're all at the correct tightness, nothing's moved in the interim period. And then what he'll do then is he'll fill out what we call a torque tag, which will be placed in the cab, and then the next the next driver that gets into that lorry can look at that and they know that it's double checked and it'll be safe to drive. So what we'll do now, we'll pop over to one of the newer vehicles and we'll have a look at a tyre pretty much as it comes out the factory, and then we'll talk about what that looks like, and then as time goes on what the process will be to deal with any problems that might arise with that. So let's walk over there now. So this is a brand new 74 plate vehicle. It's been driven a little bit obviously off the transporters and what have you, but this is a brand new tyre which will have approximately 14 to 15 millimeters as a fresh tyre of tread. Hopefully you can see, if I put my finger in there, this is where the tread would be measured. The first thing to do is look at what the minimum requirement is on an HGV tyre, which is different to a car. With a car, the legal minimum tread will be 1.6 millimeters. On a truck, it's a little bit lower than that. It's 1 millimeter. What we will do at MC, we want to make it as safe as possible. So our policy will be to change the tyres when they get down to 3 millimeters or below, which gives a couple of millimeters cushion. So, you know, if a vehicle goes in for a PMI, or for example, a driver's doing his daily walk round and he notices that a tyre is looking low, he can dip that tyre with his tread meter, and if it's looking like it's approaching 3 millimeters or it's 3 or 2 millimeters, he will call us in, we will contact our tyre supplier and we will get that tyre changed for him. That's about it for today all. Thanks for watching again. We'll see you next time.